Hello, this is D-Rex from Pyromaniac.com, here to give you a video. Sorry it's been a while. I'm sitting outside on a beautiful day in Chicago on my rooftop patio. Sorry if the wind's blowing, and I've got an AC unit to the left of me and to the right of me. Hope the sound's alright. I'm trying to talk pretty loud. This video is going to be about having the first pick and what you should do with that at your first pick, and then again on the rebound when you've got your second and third back to back. I assume that you're doing a serpentine type draft model. I don't understand why people would ever agree to not doing that. The value's too big on getting the first or second pick because you get to do it every round. Anyways, we needed this first draft pick, me and my partner, the Maltese Dragon. I do my favorite league with a partner, just more fun that way for us. And we needed that first pick worse than M. Night Shyamalan needs a sequel to The Sixth Sense or Unbreakable. We're hungrier than that guy is for some success, so we're really happy. Now, the model that you read on the ESPN ADP, which is the average draft position in their mock drafts and their real drafts, is that Chris Johnson, CJ2K, is going first with a high percentage. We, with our first pick, and my partner might kill me. I hope Maltese doesn't watch these videos like I believe he doesn't. I'm kind of showing the magician's hand here by telling you what our draft strategy is. I know that the people in my league probably will watch this, but whatever, guys. I'm doing it for the people. We're going AP. AP all day, for sure. The guy, I just think that this is his year, in the way that Chris Johnson's year was last year. I just think AP had a great season 2 years ago with almost 1,800 yards and 10 TDs. Last year he had 18 TDs with 1,400 yards. These are both seem like down years for a guy of his caliber and his talent. He's probably been going #1 overall for a couple of years now, probably 3 years. But we're taking him over Chris Johnson just because I just think it's going to be his year. I don't think Chris Johnson can repeat what he did last year. He's a smaller guy. The studies and the research shows. We've got a couple stories on the Pyromaniac.com that talk about how Chris Johnson and previous 2,000-yard rushers, how they just haven't been able to recreate the magic the following season. I think Barry Sanders was the best with it, and I think Barry Sanders is the best running back of all time, so it doesn't surprise me. I don't think that Chris Johnson's going to be able to do that, and the fact that I do think that 18 TDs and almost 1,400 yards for AP is a down year. I have a weird draft strategy that for this league. We don't do standard. We go very high on long touchdowns. You get rewarded heavily, and obviously Chris Johnson last year was unbelievable at that. I don't think he's going to be able to do that at the same kind of level this year. He had like 6 or 7 TDs of over 40 yards last year. Big points last year in our league, but he's not going to recreate that. I think Adrian Peterson's going to be a much better pass catcher. They've got Chester Taylor gone to Chicago, so now Ryan Moats is backing him up, and Gerhardt, who I like, as a handcuff. If you get AP, make sure you get that Gerhardt handcuff. We especially play rookies in my league, so handcuffing him is a no-brainer, because then all of a sudden, it's as bad as it would be to draft AP first overall and have him go down. At least you got a rookie running back now replacing him, which is at least something to smile about. It's a bittersweet happiness. So we're going to take him there. You know, other things, they reduced his carries last year. I think they're going to rely less on Favre's arm and more on Adrian Peterson in the running game. I mean, he's got the best burst of pure speed and strength and size since Bo Jackson, who is just a delight to watch, and so sad in the same way with Sterling Sharp. Those guys' careers, getting injuries and going down early, we really missed out on some serious NFL talents in those two. But with Bo Jackson, I mean, we think there hasn't been an athlete at the running back position since Bo. All day's the man, so we're fired up to take him there. You know, we also have to take rookies in my league. So let's talk. You know, we're taking AP with the 1 overall because you have to play a rookie in my league, and because we do reward high for TDs. we get a lot of long distance TDs. We get a lot of our wide receivers taken in the first couple rounds, first 3 rounds. So I'm expecting on that rebound, I'm expecting the top guys like a Moss, Andre Johnson, on my 20 and 21st pick I'm talking about, to be gone for sure. Calvin Johnson, I expect him to be gone. Roddy White's probably on the fringe of being gone. I don't know, maybe last year I believe, Greg Jennings was definitely a guy that was taken low, second round. Marquise Colston was last year too. I think, there's a new, young, fresh blood, but does Wayne go there? Larry Fitz seems to be dropping a little bit. But I think all those wide receivers are going to be gone, which we'd be happy to take a wide receiver. I think a few of the marquee quarterbacks will be gone this year. I think it's just proven that quarterbacks are scoring 400 points a year. The top guys these days, with Tom Brady being probably the lower end of the very top with like 380 points, and you just can't replace that no matter what with running backs and whatnot. Yeah, Brady. Yeah, so 368 points, and you just can't miss out on those points. While the argument is that guys like Romo and Schaub are certainly going to be in the vicinity and have high upside, I agree, and there's nothing wrong with them if you really can get a wide receiver or running back that you like in that 2 or 3 slot. But pretty much, I think what we're going to do, we have to play a rookie. I'm going to see what rookies are left. I think Stafford could be gone. I think, not Stafford, Bradford, and I also think Matthews will be gone. But then you got to start looking at that. If those guys are available, I'll take them. If not, I'll probably take the best quarterback and the best wide receiver on that flip at the 2-3. And then I'm coming out of my first 3 leagues with a scary lineup. AP all day, best running back I think in the league for sure. I think he's going to have his career, his opus season this year. I really do. You've got maybe a Brady, maybe a Manning, maybe a Aaron Rodgers if I'm lucky, maybe a Breeze. Even if it is a Romo or a Schaub, I'll probably wait. But I think I can probably get a Brady with that pick. So I'm happy walking out of there with that. And then maybe you take the best wide receiver that's available. Why not? You're walking on a team with a scary lineup. People will be playing against you every week, and you've got a solid running back. All you got to do is get a decent running back too, and get some depth there. You're taking a QB that you don't draft him unless you think he's playing every game and going to be there for you 16 weeks. Don't draft him in the 2nd overall pick. If you think the guy's going to be injury prone or you don't, do not take a quarterback. I take a quarterback that high because I just don't want to have to worry about quarterback all year. There's nothing worse than having to go in week and week out and have to play, juggle around quarterbacks and throw it up against the wall and hope it sticks. And then when it doesn't, and the guy that you sat on the bench blows up, and the other guy, you feel like a real D-bag. So you don't want to do that. So there's guys, the wide receivers that I think that could be there. Roddy White, maybe Miles Austin. Running backs that'll definitely be around there, like Mendenhall, Benson, maybe Brandon Marshall's available around there. I think I'd be happy with any of those guys. I like a Greg Jennings. I like any of these guys as a wide receiver number 1. Middle, lower, top tier. I love Miles Austin. Maybe these guys are high 2nd tier, but I got one of my favorite quarterbacks, or a very high-ranked quarterback, and I've got the best running back. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to do an installment of the 4th and 5th pick and the 6th and 7th pick probably in the next video. But I'm going to end this one here and just really, I'm fired up. Everyone's got the drafts going. We've been selling a lot of these draft kits, which is terrific. Thank you very much for the patronage. We got a new edition of it done this morning and sent out, or last night I sent it out to people. And we got one more on Friday morning, and we'll probably do a couple of versions of the 4th edition leading up to the season, probably a handful of them. So pick that up. We launch Pyromaniac's new site launches this week. Pretty excited. It is on. It's in the sysadmin's hands. They're just building all the servers, connecting all the dots, and we're really excited. FF Pharmacy is wicked. We're adding about 10 stories a day, answering questions within 12 hours, and we've got news breakers from all your favorite websites. It's like nothing else you'll see out there. So check that out too. Good luck in your draft.